Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements on the market. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Thursday, March 5th, 2015, and let's get to it. Just days away from making his Arnold Classic debut, the bodybuilding world's new favorite superstar in the making has officially fired a warning shot. Justin Compton released some new photos early on Tuesday, and it doesn't look good for the competition. As of right now, Compton looks to have completely blown away his previous all-time best that we saw at last year's Europa Orlando Pro Show, where he breezed to victory. And if the photos are telling the whole story, we could very well be looking at the beginning of a new era in bodybuilding. What do you do to prepare for one of the biggest shows in your sport's history when you're the odds-on favorite to take the crown at 3 days out? Well, if your name is Sadiq Hadzovic, you train like a madman. Despite the fact that he's tired, miserable, and starving, it doesn't look like Hadzovic has any plans of taking his foot off the gas as he barrels full steam ahead into Columbus. Judging the top of the men's physique class can be like splitting hairs when everyone's at their best. But with Sadiq already looking to have surpassed his all-time best conditioning, it might be impossible for the judges to deny him the title. While the casual bodybuilding fan might not be familiar with the name Marius Doné, all that might change this weekend. New photos surfaced this week of a mind-boggling looking Doné 3 days out from the biggest contest of his career thus far. Up to this point in time, Doné can be described as a bit of an enigma, appearing quickly, showing flashes of brilliance, then disappearing into the bodybuilding abyss. But if he's able to transition this look from the locker room to the stage and knock off a few heavy favorites, he'll find it very difficult to stay under the radar much longer. Leg training is usually a love-hate relationship for just about any hard training athlete that isn't in serious need of psychiatric help. And apparently, British bodybuilding sensation and friend of RX Muscle, Nathan Sylvester, is no different. Last year's overall winner at the British National Championships was spotted grinding out a brutal set of squats earlier in the week as he attempts to pack on some good old-fashioned size to his young wheels. Sylvester already appears to have all the tools to be a future champion, and it looks like he's already figured out a lesson that took many decades before him to learn. True champions are forged one excruciating rep at a time. Be sure to tune in to the RX Muscle Arnold Classic live pregame show at Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, where Nathan Sylvester will be our special guest of the evening. In just a few days, the bodybuilding will be here in full force in Columbus, Ohio, to catch a glimpse of some of the biggest and freakiest athletes on the planet. And you won't find many athletes with a bigger or freakier set of wheels than Ben Pakulski. Pakulski just released some footage from his final leg training session, and in the video we see Pakulski take us through a workout capable of killing a mere mortal, even in his severely depleted state. From the waist down, no one's ever questioned Pakulski's credentials, but if he's ever going to be considered one of the top athletes in the world, he's going to have to do his talking from the waist up. Is 2015 the year of the Pac-Man? Stay tuned. And finally, don't miss tonight's Superstar Arnold pregame show with special guests Lonnie Teeper, Chris Aceto, Joe Pietaro, Greg Valentino, British National Champ Nathan Sylvester, Heather Dees, Sarah LeBlanc, and much, much more. Catch it tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, live exclusively at rxmuscle.com. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements on the market. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.